I actually can't believe I'm even making this video. But I'm going to try to be in a good mood and deliver this with a positive tone. Nick Rockefeller. I've made 2 videos about Nick Rockefeller. The person Aaron Rousseau is speaking of in his lengthy interview with Alex Jones. It is the bedrock. It is the headquarters of his whole theory. Not even the theory, it's what he's saying is absolutely the truth because the guy told him. My videos were rooted on the concept that he is not a member of the famous Rockefeller family, all right? I don't believe this is a real person to begin with. But if it is, they are not officially in the Rockefeller family. Now you could say, well, okay, then they just don't put it out there. Maybe that's the truth, all right? But if he was a California lawyer, like the haters and the shills keep screaming in the comment threads, then go find him, get him on the phone. Go get him on video. Like Luke Rudowski when he follows people around and gets them on camera at random on the sidewalk. No one has ever done that. Now you would think that a lawyer who had a business and a reputation to protect would be just a little disturbed about Aaron Rousseau going on the entire internet and accusing him of being involved in planning 9/11. You would think that he'd want to defend his integrity with at least a denial in public. No one has any quote from him in print or on video. Now, any of you that have done Photoshop, you know how easy it is to outright create a person. Now, this Nick Rockefeller in these photos, I'm not saying it went that far. I'm not going as far as you, all right? I want you to recognize that if someone's name is in a list, like the CFR, I want you to recognize what the CFR is. It's an organization created by criminals to mask criminal activity. All right? You've gone so far with your conspiracy persuasions about what they do. Well, is it not unreasonable to say that it's just another facet of that, to create fictional people just to throw everyone off, to confuse people? That's what I'm saying. And I'm not saying that what I'm saying is the truth. I gotta pick something, why not that? Alex Jones and Aaron Rousseau are in on it. If Alex Jones wasn't in on the conspiracy, he'd be dead. He would. Anytime there's big money behind somebody with a loud voice and a large following, and they're actually going after the powers that be do something about it. Nobody has ever done anything about Alex Jones. The worst I've ever heard about is a guy when he was drunk going up to him in a parking garage and starting a fist fight with him. That's a pretty funny story, but never anything about even a comment from the government. Now, it's not them taking the policy of just ignoring him and hoping he'll go away. He's not going away. It's been 10 years. They would have done something about it. Unless he was the plan. Aaron Rousseau, he was just dying. Who knows what that was? I'm not even saying I know that, but I'm talking about logic here. If somebody is maligned like that, publicly, with an insinuation that they are in the famous Rockefeller family and they were behind 9/11, it's not hard to look into what Rockefeller he is. J.D. Rockefeller has very specific lineage that you can trace. There's no Nicholas. That was what I was saying. And everything you can point to as far as reference, big money criminals can just put that out there and maintain it. I've tried to get a hold of him, all right? You can't get him on the phone. You can't find anywhere where he's spoken in print except for this liaison in China thing and a few obscure references. But that's very easy to create. Very easy. I mean, really, the idea that those videos are the ones that have the most views on my channel, that's crazy. When I made them, I was just in shock. I was just in shock this happened, and the conspiracy people didn't catch it. That nowhere in the video do they verify what Rockefeller he is. They just said he's one of the Rockefellers. And the interview just keeps going on the assumption that he's in that family and that he's in on it. As if that is enough proof to go on. All that is slandering somebody, potentially, unless you look into your sources. Alex Jones has never said what Rockefeller he is. He's never even talked about it, other than that interview. It's just something for hype. And that's what makes me mad about him, all right? He just gets people riled up to go off on dead ends into the wilderness off of the highway in the eastern part of Colorado. That's what Alex Jones is. He'll take you down the main highway, and when you're not looking, just take you off the highway, and all of a sudden you blow a tire out in the wilderness. That's his job. It's called being a disinformation COINTELPRO shill. That's what he is. He's very well paid to do that. If he cared about you or the movement, he would put some of his big money into forming organizations, political action committees. He would be all about it and covering it from all angles. That's not what he does. If he cared about you, you would know it. It wouldn't just be you sitting there watching his videos where he begs you for more money. Wake up, really. I mean, you say he points out truth, of course he does. Because it's the only way his plan would work. What's important is the disinformation that he slips in there. It might just be 1 out of 10 things, but it's the main thing. This Nick Rockefeller moment was a moment where I could give you the proof that that's what he's doing. All right? And it doesn't matter that that name is out there because it's out there. Just because it's out there doesn't mean it's real. Try to verify. You won't. I dare you, before you leave another comment about this, about me, or anything, try to get Nick Rockefeller on the phone. Try to see anything other than I have seen. All right? You won't. And that's what anyone who suspects Alex Jones can take to work with. Please, wake up.